Thank you, Chairman Doyle. This is the first oversight hearing of the FCC since Chairwoman Rosenworcel has taken the agency's helm, and while it was my hope to have a full 5-member commission with us today, we're glad to have the 4 of you here. And I want to begin by congratulating the Chairwoman on becoming Chair of the FCC, first woman to be named to the position on a permanent basis, and it's much deserved, and the work the Commission has accomplished under your leadership has not gone unnoticed. As the chief regulator of our communications networks, it's more important than ever that the FCC prioritize protecting consumers. Over the past 2 years, since the beginning of the COVID-19 pandemic, broadband and connectivity has proven essential to everyone's lives, and that's not going to change. Whether it's telework, telehealth, commerce, or video calls with friends and family, high-speed, reliable broadband service is fundamental, not just to our daily connections, but also economic opportunity and American global leadership. Unfortunately, the pandemic has also highlighted the massive disparities faced by individuals and families without reliable home internet access. It's an issue that we on this committee, both Democrat and Republicans, have talked about for a long time, and that's why I'm proud that we stood together to enact the Emergency Broadband Benefit Program, which is now a long-term program known as the Affordable Connectivity Program. And this new long-term program was created thanks to passage of the bipartisan infrastructure law. As of today, the Affordable Connectivity Program is helping more than 10 million households afford monthly internet service, and working together, I believe we can push that number even higher. I'm also proud that last year we invested in the educational opportunities of students by enacting the Emergency Connectivity Fund as part of the American Rescue Plan. In today's classroom, a home internet connection is just as essential as a textbook or a pencil, and we should no longer accept that millions of students must sit in a parking lot to access this fundamental educational tool. If I could talk about my home state of New Jersey, over $122 million in funding has been distributed to schools and libraries to ensure that students can connect to the internet at home, allowing them to take advantage of online learning and do their homework. And these funds are critical to helping fulfill the promise of our nation's students of a quality education that can open the door to opportunity and success. And I have to say, Chairwoman, I think we put out, I don't know, out of the district office in New Jersey, I think we put out like 10 or 12, press things or social media every time a new school, a new library, whatever gets awarded, because people are just so into it, and it's so important to them. Now, these broadband affordability programs have been implemented by the FCC on a bipartisan basis, as have other actions over the past year, actions that put the consumer first. The FCC is increasing pricing transparency by requiring the so-called broadband nutrition label to allow consumers to quickly and easily compare service plans. It also recently adopted rules to help the millions of Americans who live in apartments and condominium buildings by promoting broadband provider competition in those buildings and open an examination into how the outrageous practice of digital discrimination could be prevented. And these are all actions that will help consumers. The FCC's work on behalf of the public also includes its vigilance in securing our communications networks under the Secure and Trusted Communications Networks Act and the Secure Equipment Act. And we also charge the Commission with implementing the Broadband Data Act, which will be critical to ensuring we have accurate maps when it comes to distributing the more than $40 billion that Congress appropriated for broadband in the bipartisan infrastructure law. So again, I want to congratulate the entire Commission for your recent victory in the bid protest case at the GAO that put a hold on some progress with respect to these maps. And I also want to note the agency's good work increasing coordination and collaboration with the NTIA to ensure the federal government is competently managing our spectrum and speaking with one voice on these important issues. So the FCC has accomplished so much. I know there's been a lot, but I listed it today. I was just even more impressed. And of course, there's more to be done. And we do need the 5th commissioner. So I hope that seat is filled quickly. And it is past time that FCC assume its place as the agency with expertise to oversee broadband service providers and with the authority to adopt rules to protect consumers. So that's what you're doing, and I just want to commend you again and thank the 4 commissioners for being here today. I yield back, Mr. Chairman.